Hey, welcome to the Spanish Law Beer Review. I'm Jammer.
That's right, Jammer, and I am Shagdog.
Shagdog, I
Now,
got a
what you got
special
there?
one today. I got a
Special?
special one for Shagdog. I got Trail Magic Half and Half. Um, it's lemonade and iced tea and lemonade together. But I don't know if you can see it or not. Let me see if I can't put it up there closer. Can you see it at all?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Can you read it though?
I can see the half and half. I can't read anything else, really.
Dang,
Yeah, I
I don't
can't
know
read
what.
it.
Let me just say this is an infused drink. It's all the rave right now going on. Medical
Yeah,
stuff and everything. I'm
yeah.
not going to mention what it is because Shagdog told me not to, just in case.
Yeah, you never
So
know with you. The Y tube.
yeah, it does have some carbonation to it. It's kind of like got that tea tinge of a lemonade color. It's got some yellow and everything. But
Yeah.
ooh, I can smell both. I can smell both. I can smell the tea, and then I can smell the lemonade, and then I can also smell the infusion.
Yeah, so a little dankness in there. Or...
Yeah, a little dank. I kind of like that smell. I could smell that all day, really.
So if
Like,
you're having sex with a woman and she smelled all like that, dirty and dank, you like that?
well, if it was dank like this, because she's been, partaking,
Yeah. You'd be all right
maybe
with that? Okay.
I'm
How
all
about
right
if she
with
had
that.
how about if she had hairy armpits?
Well, I've had both, so
Yeah.
a girl
I'd be all
had
right.
both, so
Yeah, I'd be all right with hairy armpits as long as she's nice looking. I get
yeah,
over the hairy armpits.
I could braid them,
Yeah,
put little beads in them.
yeah.
I'm going to dive in, Shagdog, while you tell us about
All
yours.
right, I'm doing a
Interesting.
hazed and blazed by FireMaker Brewery. It's a hazy Indian Pale Ale, and the notes are. I had it up and I can't see it. Okay, that's all right. Oh, Beer Etiquette gives it an 87. It's 7.2% ABV. It's considered New England IPA. And why do I got pictures coming up and shit? What the hell? All right, let's try to get out of that.
Oh,
I had a Christmas tree pop up. I was like, what the fuck?
oh, Christmas
Not,
tree.
yeah, not to be blunt, Jammer, but you won't want to pass on this gold medal winning hazy IPA. Get ready for a dry hop, juicy hit of Mosaic and El Dorado hops. That would leave
Huh.
even a dragon blazed. Trust us, your buds will thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's definitely a hazy, kind of an orangey amber to it. And the head is just lacing now. And yeah, it smells tropical, fruity. Might be picking up a little bit of that mosaic hop in there.
Okay.
What the hell other kind of hop does it? I like those two hops, mosaic and El Dorado. Pretty good hops. Yeah. Smells inviting and delicious. No skunky or hempiness to it or anything. Or dankness, I should say.
No
We'll see if it
dankness.
tastes like that. Cheers. Dazed and
Cheers, my friend. I'm
review.
going to actually post. I'm going to change my picture just for a little while, just so
Okay.
that people can know what I'm talking about. You can read it then. I suspect I'm going to get like a dry mouth, from this.
You might. I never drank anything like that before, so
I haven't ate breakfast or anything, so.
you will be later.
Let's see. Let me pull this up real quick. Boom. It does have a nice lemonade and tea flavor, along with a little hint of the infusion, which is kind of interesting, really. There we go. Save the background. We're going to save it. I don't know if you can read it. Can you read it?
I see trail.
Go big.
Big. Oh, there you go. There you go. How about that one?
Yeah.
Someday we'll get the right one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just screwing this all up. There you go.
Back to my magic gnomes out in the forest making tea and lemonade infused type drink.
Well, and gnomes are known to do that. All right, there you go.
I got the pictures there. It is actually really good taste. Man, this is better than the Arnold Palmer or the other drink that we had the other day. What was that? Good boy.
Good boy, yeah.
Yeah. This says explore a new kind of buzz with this refreshing blank infused sparkling beverage made from 100% real ingredients. So whether you're out on the trails or relaxing with good friends, sip slowly and enjoy trail magic.
Now, is there alcohol in it too, or just the other stuff?
No alcohol. It's just an infused 5 milligrams of infusion.
All right, there you go. Fusion of good quality nature.
I don't know. Can you read that at all? Right there, it says at 5 milligrams.
It's kind of like blurry with the background of the green screen or whatever. Just a little bit of yellows coming through. Now, this does have a little bit of dankness here, but it does have a juicy tropical fruitiness to it too, kind of masking the dankness. But I do pick up a little bit of dankness in there, which probably would be why it's hazed and blazed.
You know, I've had one of these drinks before. Not Trail Magic, but a drink that was infused lemonade.
Oh, yeah.
And I have to say the tea infused lemonade, this particular one, has a really nice tea flavor that's kind of overpowered by the lemonade.
Right.
But it does have that dank flavor. That kind of like, hey, yeah, I'm drinking it, you know. What you call it?
What you call it?
It's, you know the thing. It says goodwill, good times. Yeah, so,
Where there's a will, there's a way.
all I know is, you know.
Oh, so you have drank something like that before?
Yes, but it was so long ago. Remember, I was on vacation one time. I drank a drink from over there in Germany.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
That was one of them. You know, I really didn't feel much, to tell you the truth, when I drank it. So, you know.
You might not.
But, you know, you never know. Yeah. You just
I don't think they sell any of those things here in South Carolina. I don't believe.
No?
I don't think though. I think you gotta be states where it's, you know, legal for different varieties of things with that. But
all I know is that this, you know, goodwill and good times. I mean, anytime you can make a payment, it's good times, right?
not everybody has them.
Hey, and anytime you need a friend, it's good times.
Well, if you really need a friend and you don't have one, that's bad times.
Yeah, well, anytime you're out from under and
From
you're
under
not
what?
getting hassled, you're not getting hustled, you're keeping your head above water, making a wave when you can. You know, temporary layoffs, good times.
Oh, yeah.
Easy credit or rip-offs, good times.
I would say good times.
Scratching and surviving,
Good times, especially with scratch-off tickets.
Hey, hanging and a jiving, good times.
Mm-hmm.
And Shagdog, ain't we lucky we got him? Good times.
Good times. Yeah. When you said the from under part, I was like, what? From under my nuts? I was like, I didn't know where you were going with it. I was like, from under these nuts.
Yeah, just looking out the window, watching the asphalt grow. That's what I feel like.
Yeah, good times.
Thinking of how it all looks like hand-me-downs, you know?
Yeah. I used to get hand-me-downs from my brother.
Ain't we lucky we got them?
Yeah.
I used a special glass for this today, just because.
It's a chalice, huh? I could use that with my Stella
All right.
Artois. Like,
So let me just tell you, very good flavor. Not overly sweet, just the right perfection of sweetness. And the carbonation is perfect across the board. I would say, right off the bat, with this Trail Magic, I honestly, just my initial feeling of it, and drinking it and everything, I actually enjoy it. I would give this, in my humble opinion so far, I mean, I don't know if there'll be any effects or not. It could take up to 45 minutes, one of the things said, right?
Yeah, well, the one website said 15 to 20. So we'll see. I said by 10:35, 10:40.
What time is it now?
11 minutes. 10:38. 11 minutes since we started the video.
It's got a little saltiness there, too, at the end. A little sodium. It does have a thing on here. It says 4 milligrams of sodium, 16 grams of carbohydrates, total sugars 16, protein 0, fat 0, and it's only 60 calories. And there's one can is one serving.
So some of those grams
for this.
Yeah, some of those grams way out far succeed the other stuff. So I don't know what they're complaining about, right?
Yeah, I mean, it says ingredients, even has the ingredients listed: sparkling water, black tea, sugar cane, lemons. I mean, it says black tea, lemons, and cane sugar. And then it says the extraction, and then potassium sorbate, which is, benzenate, sodium benzenate, are preservatives.
Yeah. Hey, I used to deal with that. With my
But it's very tasty. And I'm not really getting any effects from it. They do sell some with 10 milligrams. So, I would have to say, just on flavor and everything else, I'd give it a B plus. It's that delicious, and a swallow and a half on the refreshing quality of it. It's better than, actually. Let me give it an A minus, because it's better than the Arnold Palmer, in my opinion, and it's better than the Good Boy vodka.
Oh, really? Wow.
Half and half. The flavor is just awesome. So I really enjoyed it. What about you?
With Mind Jammer, I'm not a big dank lover. Dank, in flavor.
Are you down with the dank?
But this is juicy, fruity, tropical fruits.
You down with dank?
I can taste the dank, but it's kind of masked, so it's not bad mixed and covered by the fruity tropical. Or not fruity, but tropical, juicy flavor of that IPA. So I'm going to give this a B plus myself and a swallow and a quarter. I wish this was infused, because I probably feel a lot better about it, actually. Might have got a swallow and a half.
That sounds interesting.
Did you like my name down there? Dazed and Totally Confused?
Huh?
Yeah.
Dazed and... Oh, sorry.
Like the movie Dazed and Confused. Yeah. Dazed and Totally Confused, yeah.
You know what that is, don't you?
Jimi Hendrix?
We gotta get out of this place. Ever do. Yeah, 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 yeah.
You know what's the best thing about 60s music?
The organ?
No, leaving
You
it
like
in,
organs.
no, leaving it in the 60s. Now, besides, I mean, there's good songs from that time, but
Yeah, 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 yeah. We gotta get out of this place. If it's the last thing we ever do, we gotta get out of this place. Girl, there's a better life for me and you.
yeah. That was awesome, Jabber. Awesome.
You're welcome.
This does have on the back of the can color, light, body is more full, but it has a scale thing. I don't know if you can see that right there.
Scale. Yeah, I can barely see it. Yeah.
And then bite is medium between smooth and strong.
You know, I think that these webcams, as good as they are, they're crappy.
Yeah, well, you got to figure these are the bottom of the barrel, Logitech. I got a Logitech, and mine's not much better than yours, even though it's supposed to be. I think your computer helps too. You got a better computer than me. So sometimes your images come up better than mine.
Yeah. Well, what I mean by is that, you see some of these videos and they really got good camera. Now, don't get me wrong, they're making those YouTube Google pennies or whatever, and they're making some money and they're buying the high tech equipment. Yeah, some of them are.
You got to get a 4K
but some of them
camera.
are just using a crappy little webcam too.
Oh yeah, but if you have a better computer though, like with a 4K upload and all that kind of stuff, even though the camera might not be 4K, it's gonna make it look a little bit better. Just the upload. Yeah, I think that's the biggest problem. My computer is the biggest problem, But yeah, you need a 4K. I got 1080 camera.
Yeah.
But I think the 1080. It says 1080 on there. I don't know. I thought it only said 1080. Oh, yours goes 1080 if you record, but if you live stream, yours is only 720. That's what it is. So even though it says 1080 there, it's actually showing up 720. Oh, hey. Well, I play with my pinball every day. I had to play with it to make sure that I'm not gay.
Well, that deaf, dumb, and blind kid sure plays with his balls.
I tell you what, I don't know how it was in your high school.
70s.
Yeah, when you were in high school, my brother.
You played with your balls a lot?
No, my brother is more of a spank. He's more of a poser. He just joined the next fad or whoever, what his friends doing. He listened to Metallica. Then he's listening to Grateful Dead with one friend. Then he's listening to hip hop with Pat Diddy. But he had his hippie moment there, and him and
how do you think he does it?
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Go ahead. Didn't mean to interrupt.
I forgot what the hell I was going to say anyhow.
You say he's a poser and he can do this and that, and
yeah, they had their hippie phase though. I mean, he was with this kid Dustin that went to high school with. He was a deadhead. They all listened to all his music. Even my best friend listened to some of his shit. I was like, what the hell's up with the 70s or the 60s stuff? I was like,
well, when I was in school, I moved from each different clique. Hanging out with the jocks, hanging out with the preps, hanging out with the ghetto crew, the hicks, all that stuff. I just floated all around, and not so much being a poser like you were saying your brother was kind of doing, but
More so, well, I mean, my brother got along with everybody too.
I got
I
along
can,
with yeah.
yeah, I can
I
see
got
you
along with
more so.
everybody, and I liked the music of everything. So
Yeah,
that didn't matter. I liked everything, and I genuinely
yeah,
like it. But for the mainstream, for me, I was listening to anywhere between the. I'm telling you, it's crazy. I was listening all the way from like the 40s all the way up to the time period. Music, and so
yeah,
I would listen to some big band, and then all of a sudden I'm listening to bluegrass, and then all of a sudden I'm listening to Aretha Franklin, and then modern day stuff like Putting on the Ritz or some crazy crap, you know,
yeah. I can see
and
yours
people,
is more from being around different people and then soaking it all in, basically.
yeah,
My brother, so he was like, "Well, I got this friend and he likes that, so I guess I'm listening to that now." Now I got this
yeah,
other friend and he listens to this stuff, and now I'm listening to that stuff now.
yeah.
So my
I
brother
don't know if
was
you'd
sort of
call it
a,
a poser or would you just call it somebody that's easily manipulated or
or just like,
easily impressed, not impressed, but easily.
or like, yeah, I'm gonna like what you like, so we get along.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
some,
like you without all that crap, but hey, if that's what it takes.
yeah, but what it takes, yeah, I'll put on
Yeah.
this YMCA
Facade,
suit,
yeah. Yeah.
and we'll do a YMCA lip sync at the YMCA or something.
Oh, well, I don't know. I
Yeah,
mean, I like the different music and I like different genres of stuff. So I'm
yeah,
and I kind of see that in you. You're very easy going, so you're up to for almost anything.
yeah. I mean, I don't know a lot about all the other music, but I could enjoy it or appreciate it.
Yeah.
I mean, you
And,
know what I like? I like '80s pop. Of course, I like '80s hair bands the best.
yeah.
'80s hard rock, but I do
Yeah.
like '80s pop next. Pop music, different
And you
types.
like the '90s grunge.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit of
Yeah.
grunge, and
And,
some country. '80s, '90s,
oh yeah,
current,
you like
even
some of
up
the
to current
country.
country. They're just certain songs. It's not like I'm a
That's why
big. I like,
I think you should start doing some reaction videos of different
yeah.
music. I think you should start a separate channel and go Shagdog
Right.
Reacts.
Should I put all my in my info, my bio, all my musical experience? I did so many years of chorus, from fifth to
Well, you
eighth
could,
grade,
but
and
you
then
don't need it.
and
But
karaoke.
what I think the big thing is that even though you know a lot of music, you don't know a lot of music, and
Right, right.
so oh yeah, I've heard this one before, or I haven't heard this one before, and I've been suggested to try this one, and I'm going to
Yeah.
listen to it. That and because I watch some of those reaction videos, and I think to myself, man, you're stupid. They're
Some of
saying
them,
good
like
things
you
about
never.
the music, but they're stupid in the regards of
Yeah,
what was going. Why is he saying this? Why is he saying that? And it's like,
yeah,
come on, put one and one together, idiot.
yeah. The weird ones are I can see some Rat deep cuts or their lesser hits, but
Yeah,
someone's doing Rat round and round. I'm like, you tell me you never heard that before. They play it on rock radio. I mean, not a
yeah,
lot, not like some Bon Jovi songs or anything, but they have commercials, movies where it's in, So I'm
yeah.
like,
But I've watched a few reaction videos like that, and what I find enjoyable about watching them is that you get excited about the music like you first heard it again.
yeah. I do like
So you
watching people like that and being excited. Like, wow,
and all the
there's
people
two
that I've
black
listened
dudes.
to, yeah,
Two black dudes listen to Rat. They did like "You're in Love" or "Lay It Down," whatever, and then they did what the hell is the song called? It was one of their lesser known songs off "Invasion of Your Privacy," but
hmm
there's a certain guitar part. And they're like really getting they're like getting into that
yeah,
little guitar, just a little twang. But
hmm
they really liked it. They're like, wow, they're air guitaring on that part because it's repetitive throughout the song. But
yeah.
I like, wow, that's pretty cool.
but they become more open-minded about things. And see, here's the thing: a lot of the people of today's generation are starting to do these reaction videos, and I've watched a wide variety of those people just out of curiosity, and all of them have been saying about the same thing. The writing of the music was so good, or the vocals were so perfect. This is a live performance. It's a cappella or whatever like that. And listen to the guy; he's so perfect.
Oh.
And then this or that, and then they're talking about the lyrics, and they're saying, "Man, it really just tells a story." Da, da, da. I love songs that do that. I love that. Da, da, da. Today, music don't. I wish more people today would do that.
Yeah.
And see, the thing what they don't realize is today most of the crap that's being made isn't made by a human being saying, "Okay, I'm going to write this." Jammer friend,
Link you. We're almost done with this. We're almost done with this one, Jammer friend. Maybe we link you on the next one.
Go ahead and link him. Go ahead. What the hell?
Oh, we're 30. I need another beer. Should we just do drinking and thinking the rest of the way, or?
Well, pop him on, and then we'll come back again. We'll stay on for 5 minutes or so, and then with him, and boom, boom. He's available, so you gotta grab it when he's.
Well, then he'll disappear. Then he'll disappear in the cloud after that.
Talking bad about Jammer fan. Terrible. Yeah, but the reaction videos are pretty cool because it does
I'll
get you excited.
be right back, and then you won't see him again.
It gets you excited about the music like you heard it for the first time. It's like a lot of people don't know
Jerry fan.
Jerry Reed, Jerry Reed, but they've heard Eastbound and Down, or they've heard clips of it,
She's hot. When you're hot, you're hot. When you're not, you're not. Right? I heard that first on Scooby Doo. Mm-hmm. And he was a guest cartoon character.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, see how
Scooby and Shaggy. When you're hot, you're hot. When you're not, you're not. But Shaggy and Scooby's version is way different than Jerry Reed's. I thought. Yeah.
And then you see, you have somebody that plays around like Jerry Reed, but then when he's serious, the serious song.
Yeah, he's dead, right?
Yeah, he sounded so good. It's just like Roy Clark. Okay. Roy Clark with "Yesterday When I Was Young." There were so much songs to be sung. Right. And when he's being serious, doing a serious song like that, it's very emotional and everything. But then he could play around like doing, what's that song? Hear the train coming around the bend. I don't know when.
That Johnny Cash?
Yeah, Johnny Cash. But Roy Clark did a version. If you pull up his video. It's pretty wild.
Oh,
he's able to make train sounds with his guitar, and machine gun, all that kind of crap. Pretty wild. Yeah, there he is.
So I'm just waking up on my end. I'm grabbing my hat. I just wanted to jump on right away, so you guys don't think I'm trying to bail. I know there's been a couple times because sometimes you guys do these early, and I'll fall asleep because it's the morning. It's like 7 a.m. and I just fall back asleep. I'm not like bouncing or leaving you guys in the dust or whatever. For what it's worth, by the way, I'm finally getting a haircut because I got myself a job through a friend, which is why I didn't go to the interview looking like this. But I'm going to be working in more of a sales environment, so I got to lop off the locks. But
depending on who you're selling to.
Yeah, well, it's not going to be hippies, Jammer. It's going to be people.
And what you're selling, because if you're out on the street,
Yeah, I won't say what I'm not going to say what I'm going to be selling here. I don't want to jinx myself or embarrass myself. So
yeah, that's true.
Just put it in a ponytail. Maybe do a man bun.
Yeah,
isn't that popular like West still?
I thought about doing the samurai bun thing, but I was like, you know what? Just get a job. Yeah. I was just right. So my whole entire life, I've had really short hair, just kind of spiky hair, kind of on top, shaved, just whole life, and just I don't know, during the Biden years, I was just it's like Castaway. I was just I'm just living on an island, and I'm just Like this is like the second half of the Biden administration, like right here. Like it's just like, all right, I'm bunkering in. There's no money for haircuts, hun. I would just kind of like trim around my ears or do the back of my neck, to kind of keep it like, and then just try to keep up on the beard. Kind of needs a trim. But I have an elderly grandma. She's 93 and she's awesome. And I'd like men don't really know how to condition their hair. So Julia's like, hey, put this conditioner in your hair. There was a day my hair was looking really flowing and I just had this beard. And my grandma was like, you look like Jesus. And I was like, oh God, it's time to get a haircut. Like when you start looking like, and I'm not saying I look anything like Jesus. I'm just saying my 93-year-old grandma. Like,
well, you're made in the reflection of it.
Yeah, and people before they die, besides near-death experience, they have pre-death experiences. Maybe what she was seeing.
Maybe they see you. So I was like, no, grandma, you're okay. You're okay. I'm not. This is not a.
How long ago was this?
This was like about a week or two ago. Like so.
And hold on. Give your grandmother a few
I don't know.
hugs.
There's something called like a jojoba bean. I don't know what the hell they put in these. Like I just said, like I need to go back to getting like the Pert Plus shampoo or just the 99-cent Suave or whatever it is. It's just like tropical pineapple and just hit my head with that. Short hair, you just scrub it down.
You know what I mean? Prel shampoo, man. That shit makes your hair nice and squeaky clean.
Yeah, Prel's
for sure.
That's old
school.
But
I will say, Shagdog, as a like you like rat, you like all this sorry, I'm trying to point at you, but because of the mirror, the way the mirror image thing works, I'm just gonna have to use this other. Yeah, God damn it. Well, I'm trying to point at you, Shagdog, and say that you are a huge hair metal fan, and I can't tell you what it's like having flowing locks. Like the ladies somehow, like on a good day where I had a good shave and I had my locks really going, I get a couple like. And I'm a rotund man. I'm not like, super great shape, but I'd still get like a little
description, rotund.
Yeah, I would still get, like maybe like a head turn from like from maybe a 60-year-old lady who's like maybe a 60-year-old woman who's like, wow, that guy's got good hair. Like maybe I could score that guy. Like I'm getting into the Florida crowd, Jammer.
How they can just grab your hair. That's what it is. Just grab that hair, grab the back of the neck of the hair,
Force them into my
Julia said it's because so she watches all these historical so women like these Victorian era historical dramas, like where it's Queen Elizabeth II, like, and it's like 8 seasons of like blah blah fucking blah, and occasionally there's a battle. She's like, oh no, sometimes there's action. Yeah, it's like 19 episodes. Then there's a 15-minute sequence where some gay Frenchmen stab each other, like, oh, that's Sacre Blue, they got stabbed with the thing, and blah 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 blah, and you're just like, oh,
the thing, and he's gay.
I don't sound like a gay French Arnold Schwarzenegger.
All right, I mean, stabbed with their lances, their spears. They had the spears. They had fucking cannons and shit.
You're
Come
going
on,
down that hole even further, man.
But there's a lot of ways to be penetrated, Jammer. Okay, like, and I'm talking about the ones that are coming from cannons at high velocity.
They're coming, all right,
right towards your face. Like it was bloody combat. Like they are fine. Yeah, have you ever heard of the grapple shot where they would just put spoons and rocks and shit in a cannon? And
the money shot.
Well, yeah, it did. It was aimed at. It was aimed at your face, but it was rocks and forks coming at you red hot at like 500 miles an hour, and it would just blow your head out. So,
stop saying come in the face. It might change.
You're going to blow your load, but it's going to be your actual head exploding. But yeah, what I was trying to say, I guess I lost my original point.
What was she going to say about the reason why the girls like guys with long hair?
Oh yeah, because of these historical dramas. Because the guys always have these that's like the flowing hair, and it's probably wigs that they have these hair extensions that women use, but they'll put it on guy. Like you can't expect like, hey, we're gonna film next month. Can you grow your hair for like 9 fucking years to get like shoulder length hair in time for the?
Do you think Brad Pitt's hair in Legends of the Fall was that real? You think?
I think he's crazy enough to grow it out. Like
I think that he would have a big portion of it if his, but he still needed the extensions.
But you know what's a daily?
It might have been growing. Yeah. I
actually have a daily Brad Pitt affirmation. I do. he legendarily has a tiny dick. Like multiple people have verified this over decades. Like he's rocking like a 3-incher, and so he's got to look beautiful in every other way. You know, I don't want Elon Musk to destroy this podcast, but apparently Elon Musk also has problems. Well, apparently there's a rumor going around his dick got exploded by putting this extension thing in there. But we don't know. Nobody really knows anything these days. All I know is that you have these men of power that, you know, are the sexiest man alive or the richest man alive. And ironically, their dicks are fucked up. And I just think that's hilarious. Like, at least us as the proletariat, as the poor, ugly people, looking at you, Shagdog, of the world. Just kidding. Like, at least we can look down and be like, we got American dicks, gentlemen. And I know you had the dick shrinking episode where you're like, your dick shrinks a little bit when you get old, but not that much. We are still goddamn Americans, guys.
Well, you got to use it or it will shrink up.
Yeah, you gotta use it or lose it.
And I don't mean personally use it.
I try to get a wanking
Needs
out
to get a
at
dip.
least once a week. I probably should be doing it more often.
Need to dip in the pool. Yeah.
I try to get one out a week, but I probably should be doing more. But I'm worn out after work, though. It's hard.
Just for prostate health.
I was just about to say that. We're all old men here. Like, you should be taking like it's not ginkgo biloba, but there's some, saw palmetto and jerking off at least twice a week, Shagdog. I'm gonna write you a prescription for that. I'll send it to you on Facebook.
You know, I noticed something. Last week or 2 weeks ago, I did it twice, 2 days in a row, and the second day, I mean, it was just a little poof of.
It was exhausting, huh? Well,
that's
because you're not eating the right stuff.
I'm talking about the magic
powdered
that
milk.
came
You're
out.
talking like powdered milk just coming out like dust, like a mummy,
Well, it wasn't
terrible.
No, it wasn't dust, but it was just a few, you know, not even a half teaspoon, probably.
That's a mummy load. You see, when the mummies used to. So, if you were a pharaoh back in the day, you were fucking 24/7. You had like 90 concubines or a million concubines, whatever you needed. So yeah, dude, when you died and they buried you and shit, like when you woke up to haunt, you know, us in the current century, like they still got a little gumption, and then they do need to blow that, like, you know, that carnation instant milk powder just out of a bagpipe, just kind of poof. So I don't know why somebody would do that.
Genghis Khan, you know, there's like everybody that's descended
we're all
from Genghis Khan.
Genghis.
You know that he was having sex all the time. I mean, as many women as they said he had. Yeah. He had to been, you know, like in between. He might have been fucking while he was fighting. You know, he turned around and fuck. Yeah, all right, throw an arrow here and slap it with a sword here, you know, and ride the horse here, you know, and he's still fucking. You know?
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
But I don't think they mummified him, though. I think Shagdog.
No, they didn't mummify him, but
he's in the mummy territory. The Shagdog's been preserved.
Yeah,
you know, they managed to save one lung or 1.5. Like, so he's been preserved. We've preserved Shagdog. He's still alive in this era.
You know, I asked him when they cut out that part of his lung, did he get to keep it? You know,
I could have asked, but they better not give it to anybody because they had me. These people wanted my lung, wanted me to sign off so they could do for scientific purposes or whatever.
Yeah,
and
dissect it.
I was like thinking about it. I was like, no. But why was I asked by anybody, hey, do you want to keep it? And nobody asked me.
Yeah.
And Jammer, of course, told me that months later or whatever. But
yeah.
Well, the same thing if you lose an arm or a leg. Wouldn't you want a finger? Wouldn't you say, I want it back?
I mean, if I lost like 3 toes, I'd make a necklace.
No, you put it in a fish tank. Just let them swim around. The water current will make them kind of bob around in there, and you keep the water acidic enough the bacteria can't grow, and those little fuckers will just probably swim around in there for years.
I do like the idea of making some kind of jewelry out of it.
Well, then you drop some piranhas in, and you let them eat the toes, and then now they've been imbued with you, like kind of like how cannibals thought they would take the soul. So now these piranhas, now you have a piranha tank full of they're shag piranhas. They're basically Shagdog piranhas that are like part of him now.
Right. And then their turds would be shag piranhas.
I mean, yeah, if you want to just get the Mad Libs out and just make up shit all day, sure.
Shagorific.
I'm just kidding.
What to talk right? Make shit up all day.
Just go ahead and make words up all day. Tons of
Yeah.
Well, I pen Googleize it, so
yeah.
Maybe I
Googleize
it.
Yeah.
It's like having your remains planted at a tree. You know, like. Well, you know how people want to they're like plant my remains. Like there's a new thing where instead of cremating you, they turn you into like a soil. Yeah, they make like a human tree out of you. And hey, I mean, like maybe
that's what you are anyway.
Perhaps, but it's hedging your bets, Jammer. What you do is you have your head cut off and cryogenically frozen. Then you have your body turned into a tree. And then you donate your lungs to go into somebody's fish tank, and you got now 3 ways to fucking live on and survive. And that's not counting like the great beyond or whatever. Yeah. That's just like keeping your physical presence here like a pharaoh. Like, you can't build a statue, but you can,
A better way is to have kids, and hopefully your kids have kids, and they have kids. Yeah, that'd be a better way.
Well, I guess I'm ahead of you because I got a kid, and I ain't think all y'all motherfuckers ain't got no kids, as they say in the South.
Yeah. Yeah, but you could also use your bodily fluids to make artwork.
Okay.
And you can live on in the art world.
Oh, okay. Well, all right, I get you now. I was just like,
you could use blood, shit, sperm, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, urine, snot.
Yeah.
Tears.
Yeah.
Tears. Oh yes, that would make a great artwork. The tears of my pain.
It'd be invisible pretty much, except for a watermark, I guess.
Yeah, it'd be watermarks with a little sodium there.
Then get this.
Tears of a cloud.
Then you let it dry out to where it turns to salt. Then you make a steak and sprinkle that fucking tear salt on the steak and just be like, "This is the saddest steak I've ever had." You use it to cook something, right?
They did the experiments, and they do say that if you talk to the water in positive affirmation type form, it will form beautiful crystals when frozen.
Huh.
And when you badmouth the water and calling it all kinds of names and everything, it'll come up all fractured and ugly when it's frozen.
And we're 70% waters, so. You got to talk to each other.
That would explain when I was like in college and a unexperienced buck. I would say, "Please get wet. Please get wet."
Mm-hmm.
Because I was talking to a woman.
Yeah. And you wanted a
joke. I was trying to make a water joke about affirmation about things that are wet. You guys fucked it up. Thanks.
Oh, well,
you're just supposed to be positive.
It was a bad delivery. It was a real bad delivery.
All because you're talking about your golden shower experience doesn't mean we want to listen.
Oh, shit. Hey, I thought we weren't going to talk about Donald Trump's blackmail.
Well, I don't know anything about that.
Sorry. I wanted to just kill the conversation. So, because I think we need to do another video, guys. I think it's time for that. I'll grab a beer this time. I'll go grab a full beer.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. I got one more to do. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, sharing. I'm Jammer.
Hey, I'm Shagdog.
See you guys.
Thanks
everybody.
If you're watching.
Better swallow beer review.
Probably me. I think on my laptop it's still on. It's probably just me.
We're getting a view.
Sweet. Yeah. It's just like that. All right. Right on. All right. Peace out, guys.
All right. Well, send you a lead. Bye.
Yeah. Peace out.